Hi, Bruce Crab. Hey, mate, it's Aussie Villain. Yeah, I'm good, thanks. Good. Now, listen, I just wanted to call and congratulate you on what a wonderful job you've been doing. I never thought I'd see the day this team was playing over 500. Yeah, no worries, mate. Hey, what's all that noise in the background? Oh, you're moving shells? Sorry, mate, I'll leave you to it. Keep up the good work, though. Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain. Welcome to Season 3, Episode 5 of the Seattle Mariners. And look at this, We're over 500. We're tied for the wild card spot, and that's with a little bit of a fall off in form recently as well. Bruce Crab is working absolute miracles with the squad that we have because our pitching, let's not forget, has been absolutely decimated. We have just got Justice Sheffield back from injury, so that's a massive positive for us. But still, of course, without Hesco and Dunn of our starting rotation, Taylor Walls will be back in a couple of days. Dunn's supposed to be back in 4 weeks. I thought he was done for the year. He's recovering quicker than expected. So hopefully we'll get him back in the lineup before the end of the season as well. And it's just going really, really well. Now, today we're going to be playing the Tampa Bay Rays. They, of course, are the defending World Series champions. We also have the international free agent draft thing. So I thought what we'd do is we'll start and have a look at how we've gone, and then we'll have a quick recap of the minor league system so we can see sort of what we need. Now, of course, we left off with this wonderful 10-0 win over the Blue Jays. In Game 3 of the series after that, we went and won, which was good. And then Game 4, unfortunately, we lost. This was a start for Mitchell White, the youngster that's basically out of AAA to try us. We needed a fifth starter. 1.2 innings, 6 earned runs. We just couldn't come back from that, unfortunately. Now, I should say we've won 15 of 25 since last episode, so we're playing at 600 since then. So we've done really, really well. This was the Game 3 from the Orioles series up here. We won at 5-4. It was a crazy 14th innings. We got 3 runs, and then we gave up 2, but we did in the end get there. But yeah, an absolutely crazy 14th innings. It was after a good start from Abreu, 7.1 innings, 2 earned runs. Really, really good from him. And his form has picked up. He's starting to look like he might be a Major League Baseballer after all. We had 2 games against the LA Angels. We won both of those. They're a poor team this year, surprisingly. If you have a look up here, you'll see they're only paying at 427. So they're not a great team. So it was nice to get a double over them at home. We played the Oakland A's. We lost Game 1 of this, which was disappointing. It was a horrible first 4 innings, or really second, third, and fourth innings. They got all 10 runs in that. And we just couldn't come back from that, which was obviously disappointment. It was Gonzales and Hand as well, who's been really, really useful for us out of the bullpen. Those two were the two that let us down. So that's unfortunate. But we won the rest of the series, which is good to win that one. Win 3 of 4 against them. Game 1 here, we had a bad first innings, gave up 3, but we were able to chip away at it and get the result in that one, which was nice. And then Game 3 here against them, we had another really, really good start from Abreu. 7 innings, only 1 earned run, 2 walks, 2 hits. So you can see what I mean. He's starting to come along, really looking as though there's a Major League starter in there for us after all. And then Game 4, we actually scored all 4 runs in the first innings, would you believe? And then we kind of just took the rest of the afternoon off with a bat and managed to hang on with the ball, which was good. Baruki with the start in this one, 6 innings for 2 earned runs in the bullpen, so they cleaned up for him from there to make sure we got the win. Excellent stuff. Then we played the Texas Rangers. We won 2 of 3 against them. Game 1, we won it in the 9th. 2 runs there, got us across the line. It was Crawford with an RBI, and then Haniger with the sort of what turned out to be the winning RBI. So that's excellent to see there as well. Game 2 was just a bad day. We got 9 hits. We didn't score a run. Obviously, the pitching wasn't quite at it. Gonzales had another bad day for him, and Marco this time off the bullpen. 3 innings, 5 earned runs. As I said, just a bad day. We can write that off. Now, Game 3, we came back and we won. We won well, and we won with 6 runs in the 6th inning. So it's always good to have just one big innings to get you across the line, and that's exactly what happened there. Even though the hits were relatively even, we only gave up the 1 earned run. And again, it was Abreu, 6.2 innings, 0 earned runs. Yeah, just good times. Then we played the Tigers and we swept the Tigers. Game 1 here, they got all 4 of their runs in the 2nd innings. We got all 6 of ours in the 3rd. So just crazy sort of half innings each there. And then it was sort of a bit of a boring game outside of that. But we'll take that and run. Excuse me. Where are we here? Game 2. This was a historic day in that it was the first win in Major League Baseball for Mitchell White. 5.1 innings, 0 earned runs. good for him. Good to, you like to see the youngsters sort of do something right. So he had a good day there. And then game 3, we won 7-2, as you can see. Then we played Tampa Bay at home. Game 1 was just a bad day. Again, 9-1. We didn't really hit. We didn't really pitch. It was just a bad day at the office. Game 2 was closer, but we actually ended up losing it in the 10th. So that's a bit disappointing. You can see there the Rays, if you can see, they were 30-43 at this point. They're not a particularly good team. So to get swept by them at home was, needless to say, extremely, extremely disappointing. In game 3 here, we lost it in the 8th. They scored all their runs in the 8th innings. And that was a bit of a stuff up from Brennan. Usually relatively reliable for us, but on this occasion, not to be. So that was that series. Then we came back against the Tigers, won 2 of 3. Game 1 here, we got all our runs in the first 2 innings. Made it a little bit tight for ourselves in the 6th, giving up 3, but obviously we got the win, so that's the main thing. And it was 2 home runs in this one for Murphy. He got a home run in the first, a home run in the third, to get 4 of the 5 RBIs across the plate. I think Vogelbach actually hit a home run. Didn't need to get the other RBI was a Vogelbach home run. So excellent day at the plate there for Murphy. Game 2. Against the Tigers was a 3-run home run for Mitch Haniger in the 2nd that got us essentially across the line in this one. A decent pitching effort again though, and it was, where are we here? It was Gonzales who went 5.1 to it, 2 runs, 1 of them earned, and then the bullpen kind of helped him out from there. Unfortunately, we had a bad day on game 3, so less said about that one the better. Who was the start in this one? It was Abreu, back to his old form, and Johnny Lasagna. 7 runs between them, roughly the same amount of innings pitched. So just a bad day there, but it can happen. It can happen. Then we played the Red Sox, and we got swept by the Boston Red Sox. Now, they are, if we go back to the standings here, they are the best team in... They're the best team, not quite the best team in baseball, but they're up there. They're one of the better teams. So it was disappointing, and you can see we never really got close to in any of the games. We were just completely outplayed throughout the series. Then we played Tampa away from home. We did actually win the first game of the series, which is good. It was 4 runs in the 8th that won it for us there, as you can see. Otherwise, we really didn't do too much for the rest of the game. We did hit them 13-5 though, so it was a deserved win. But yeah, it was a good performance, and it was Justice Sheffield's return from injury. 5 innings he went, only 1 earned run. He didn't manage to get the win, unfortunately for him, but yeah, it was good to see him back anyway. And that's only ever going to be a good thing for us. So that's sort of how we got to where we are now. Quick update of the minor league system. You can see here, we're winning AAA. We're second only a game back in AA. Let's not talk about the Modesto Nuts, because they're 20 games back in 4th. But the West Virginia Power are second only a game back. Second only a game back of the Everett Aqua Sox. AAA is 4th. They're only 4.5 games back, and no, not AAA. Sorry, the rookie ball there. And again, we're second. Well, actually, we're joint top of in that, whatever this is, Seattle DSL Mariners. So it's doing well. We're doing well. Quick update of the minor league system and sort of the who's coming through. We see here, this is the guy we picked up last year in the international free agency. He's coming through nicely for us. I think he should be playing a little bit higher than rookie ball, because he's batting .361 and he's 1.5 star major league talent. But I just have the AI setting it for me, and that's where they want him, so we'll leave it for now. David Vasquez, who we drafted last year, I think. Yeah, so he's looking okay. Coming through nicely for us there. So that's a second baseman in the system for us. We've got a good-looking shortstop in Tanner Carlson. Now, of course, we just drafted him last episode, of course, you may remember. So he's in the system playing at West Virginia as well. So that's good to see from his point of view. We've got a center fielder here in Kyle Jacobson playing at the Aqua Sox that looks decent-ish. Someone to keep an eye on. And then we've got Martinez here, the shortstop, who's a little ways away yet, but decent potential. Carlos Toki, who we've seen in the Major League team before. Cole Turney, who's down at West Virginia as well. Right fielder, left fielder. Potentially a decent player there as well for us. And we can kind of see the rest of the way down as well. Workman, a third baseman there, and there's a few others. But yeah, not too much. So that brings us, of course, to the international amateurs. Now, always looking for you guys' feedback on this. I have had a sneaky look. I'm thinking if we can get Humberto Chiarez, or however you say that name, he's a leader. He's good at adaptability. OSA ratings and head scout rating relatively similarly. He's good around the bases. He's got good range. I'm assuming that this will improve with time. It looks like he could play, if it does develop, he could play anywhere in the outfield. So he looks to be a decent shout, and he's only demanding 2.8. We'll probably have to go full hog to make sure we get him. Other options, there is Betancourt, the first baseman here. Again, he's rated well by both OSA and the head scout, so he could be worth a go. The main drawback there is he wants $5 million. And I don't even think we can. What if we were to go to offer Humberto a contract? I don't even think we can offer $5 million. What do we have to offer? Where is it there? We do have $5 million. Sorry, so we could just about go for him. But I'm wondering if we don't really have a first baseman in the system though. So maybe that's the better shout. We've already got a good right fielder coming through from last year. So I don't know that we want to do him. Other guys here, another center fielder, 16-year-old Dominican, relatively evenly rated, though not as good a contact hitter, more of a power hitter according to the OSA, which isn't a bad thing necessarily. We've got another right fielder here who can play left as well, but I think if we need an outfielder, it's going to be center field, isn't it? Really, as sort of the Malik Smith replacement to have that coming through. So I'm thinking, my personal opinion is it's either Humberto here. As a center fielder who looks quite decent, or Betancourt as a first baseman. But again, his range doesn't look good. We'd be signing more of a hitting first baseman than anything else. So that's what I think. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and we'll go with that. Anyway, guys, let's go and have a look at the team we're sending out to face the defending World Series champions, Tampa Bay Rays. And here we go. These matchups do not look like they're going in our favour. We've seen that before this year. Malik Smith leads off in centre field. Richard Uriner bats second at second base. It's Crawford batting third at third base. Daniel Murphy cleans up at first base. Brian Reynolds is a designated hitter for this one. He bats 5. Maury bats 6, the catcher. Henniger bats 7 in right field. It's Jake Frawley coming in to play left field for this one. He bats 8. And Freddie Galvis bats 9. He is the shortstop. Gonzales behind my head. He gets the start for us. Decent year for him so far, that he has gone off the boil a little bit of late. We're up against Colin Poche, is it? He looks quite good. What have we got here? 5.29 ERA, 1.34 whip, ERA plus of 84, WAR of 9, or 0.09 I should say. I think we want all of those ERA runs, don't we? He does look decent. So welcome to Tampa Bay, and let's get this game underway. Yeah, they have been struggling this season. They're not the team they were. What are they? They're 37 and 49, 47, 33 and 49, I should say. Sorry. So they've got a losing record. They're not going to defend their World Series the way they're going. But can they put a dent in our ambitions? Strikeout there to start for Malik Smith. Richard Uriner steps in now. What can he do? He's got a piece of one. It looks like it's going to be caught out there in right field, though, so that's unfortunate. That'll be 2 away for us to start the top of the first. Brings up J.P. Crawford, who's been hitting quite well for us. He's really kept Kyle Sager out of the team, to be honest. And another strikeout from a full count. Well, we've made their pitcher work for it, but they have ultimately struck us out and got us out for no runs. Not struck us out, but you know what I mean. Got us out for no runs there. Let's see what Gonzales can do. Gonzales, that's absolutely crushed. Smith looks like no, it's gone over his head. And that is triple territory. What's his arm like? How quick is he now? He settles for a double. But that's not the start we wanted. A lead-off double for the Tampa Bay team. And Gonzales needs to be a little bit better than that. His movement really, really worries me. He does have good control, and he does have a good change-up. Are we going to see a bit of a disappointing game here, I wonder? Come on, Gonzales. That's going to drive in a run. And that is not what we wanted. We're 1-0 down. We haven't even gotten out yet. 2 batters up. Disappointing start for Mr. Gonzales. Can Bruce Crabbe work his magic? Oh, Tamori's nailed him at second. Excellent stuff. You don't run on Tamori. That's rule 1 of baseball. And that is 1 away. Bases clean. Come on, Gonzales. It's down to you now, mate. Come on. That's been popped up. That should be caught out there in right field by Henniger. And it is a simple catch in the end. And it brings up Brandon Lowe, who is batting. What's he batting this year? He is batting 209. Let's hope we can lower that a little bit more for him. That's been popped up. And this should end the innings. Frawley's out there in left field. He's a good defensive player. And he makes a simple catch. So 1 run done. Not the worst damage. Not what we ideally would have wanted. And Daniel Murphy will lead us off here in the second. 0-2's the count on him. I don't like where this is headed. Strikes out on 3 pitches. Not great. It brings up Reynolds, a designated hitter for this one. Let's see what Reynolds can do. He strikes out as well. Come on. Where's this guy's 5 runs ERA? Come on. It's Tamori. Not had a great year. Does play well on YouTube though, but that is the end of that innings. Relatively simple. It doesn't look like there's many runs in this game for us right now, does it? Ryan Braun steps up to face Gonzales to start the second innings. Last innings, of course, we started with a double. This time, Smith, if you can make a catch there for me, please, mate. And he does, so we start with a first pitch out. Excellent stuff. Brett Sullivan comes in the bat now, batting .261 this season. What's Gonzales got for him? Again, a pop-up, and Smith is coming in and makes a hurried catch, but a decent catch nonetheless. That is 2 away. It's Willie Adams. I think you'd pronounce it, or is it Adames? I think it'd be Adams. Anyway, I haven't seen Adams with an E like that before. It's a simple catch out there by Frawley. That ends the second innings, and we're still just the 1 run down, but you'd rather not be 1 run down. Henniger, 3-0's the count on Henniger, and he walks. It's a base runner for the Mariners. Excellent stuff. Frawley now, who's been okay with the bat, batting .212. Not a double play, please, mate. He strikes out, better than a double play. Brings up Freddie Galvis, batting .205 for the season. It's 0-2 on him. I don't like where this is headed either. He strikes out as well. And their pitcher looks quite good, doesn't he? Malik Smith, who tends to strike out if it's going. He's got a little swinging bunt down the third base line. Can he beat the throw? No, he can't. And that'll end the third innings for the Mariners. Still not a hit through 3 innings for us. Let's see what Gonzales can do here for us. That's been driven out there to right field. Henniger makes the catch, and that's 1 away. Brings up Daniel Robinson. He's batting .230 this year. 3-0. Don't walk him, mate. Come on. He does walk him. Gives them a base runner for the top of the order. It's Pham, who, of course, doubled last time up. Sits down this time up. That's 2 away. Nicely done. And can we get Yandy Diaz out now? Come on. That should be fielded by Galvis. He does to second. And there we go. We get out of the third. Still just the 1 run. Is it going to turn out to be a tight game? Urina leads us off. Full count on him. He strikes out. That's the 3rd strikeout, I think, for a full count. JP Crawford up next. He's first pitch swinging. He has hit that relatively well, but centre field is there and makes a decent catch, was it? It is a very good catch, unfortunately for us. Murphy now with 2 out. 1 and 2's the count. Just close your eyes, swing for the fences, mate. He has hit it well, but doesn't get through the infield, and that'll do it for us in the 4th. Just doesn't, still haven't got a hit. It just doesn't, we need to get this guy out of the game, don't we, somehow? Gonzales, 1 and 2 for him. He has induced a ground ball. Freddie Galvis fields that over to Murphy, and that'll do it for the first out of the innings. Gonzales now to Brandon Lowe, who is 0 for 1 so far today. And strikes him out. Nicely done. All right, Gonzales is cooking with gas now. It's Ryan Braun to the plate. 0 for 1 for him as well. Come on. That's been well hit. It looks as though Henniger has it covered. He's going back. He does make the catch. Ends the 4th innings. And we go again with Brian Reynolds. 0 for 1 for him. 2 and 2's the count. He strikes out as well. Poche, he's 59 pitches deep. We need to get him out. I don't know where have these 5 runs come from of his 9 innings average over the last 16 starts, whatever it is he's had. Absolutely outrageous. We're seeing none of that, are we? That's 2 away. And Mitch Henniger now with 2 out. 3 and 1. Can he get another walk? He has hit that one down the third baseman, and that will do it for us in the top of the 5th. Still without a hit. Only Henniger with his walk has been on base that I can remember. And Gonzales getting absolutely no support from the bats. That should be another ground out. Galvis over to Murphy. That's 1 away. We go with Willie Adams. That's been well hit. Into the gap. It doesn't leave the ground, thankfully. Smith is going back, but that looks as though it could be a triple. And it is. It's a 1-out triple for the Rays. The fact we had to throw home made you think there was a chance he could have got an inside the park home run, which I've never seen in out of the park baseball. If infield comes in, we need this out, don't we? It's driven through the tight infield, and that will double up the lead. It's 2-0, and do we need to take Gonzales? He's only done 70 pitches. He's still relatively fresh, and unfortunately for us, he hasn't had a bad game. He's given up 2 runs off 4 hits. You know, he's not done badly. We just have not looked like we know what a bat is. That's been well hit. Smith is going back. Has he been hit over his head by... No, he's got that one. I was going to say, if the same guy hit it over his head 2 times in the same game, you know, do it once, fair enough, but twice, you're an idiot. All right, Jake Frawley to lead us off. Come on, Jakey boy. He strikes out. This guy is taken out of the game, finally. All right, is there a chance now with a different pitcher? Freddie Galvis against the new man. It's a right-hander as well, which tends to help us. Come on. I mean, it's Galvis, so you don't expect too much, but come on. That's 2 away. Malik Smith now. Can we get a 2-out rally going? 3-1's the count on him. And he does walk. All right, tying run to the plate. It's Richard Uriner. What can Richard do? He's got it down the first. Oh, it's a good play by the first. Oh, it's an error. Go to third. Go to third, Smith. It's a, oh, is this a 2-out rally? Tying run aboard. Go ahead, run at the plate. We'll take the error. It's JP Crawford. What can he do? It's 1 and 2. JP Crawford has grounded out to second base. Oh, it's another error. And Malik Smith is going to come in to score. And they have thrown it away. They've thrown it away. There's runners at second and third now as well. And the 2-out rally yet again. It's more of it's an error rally more than anything. But Daniel Murphy has a chance to, well, tie it up or put us in the lead. Murphy! He has popped it up to centre field. Is there a third error in the innings? No, there is not. But we pull one back. It's 2-1. We still haven't got a hit and we've got a run. That's amazing. It's Gonzales to continue. Gonzales does not deserve a loss for this start, does he? That's a grounder there. Galvis over to Murphy. That's 1 away. Austin Meadows comes in now. He is 0 for 2 today. Can we keep the O? Yes, we can. That's 2 away. 4 strikeouts now for Gonzales this game. He's not, well, I mean, with stuff of 50, he's not a major strikeout pitcher, obviously. He's got 2 that innings, though. He ends the 6th. It's 2-1. And can we get this loss off of his record here? It is Brian Reynolds to lead us off. He's first pitch swinging. Reynolds has grounded out to second base. That's 1 away. We are starting to run out of innings here, aren't we? We're in the top of the 7th. Tamori now. What can he do? He's 0 for 2 so far today. Maury grounds out. Make that 0 for 3. Oof, nearly got there. 2 away. Can we get another 2-out rally going with Mitch Haniger? 2 and 2's the count on him. And he strikes out, and we are 6 outs away now. We stretch from a position of weakness, to be honest. Curtis Taylor comes in now for us. What can Curtis do? An All-Star last season, of course. I need to update you on the All-Star voting as well, don't I? That's been well hit. Can Frawley make the play out there? He's coming around. He does make a decent catch. And that is 1 away. Taylor to Sullivan now. He walks. Walks him on 4 pitches. That's stupid. All right, Adams. Can we get a double play out of this? It's 2 and 2, the count on Adams. He hit a triple last time up, of course. This time he strikes out. That's 2 away. Let's end this, please, Mr. Taylor. Popped up. Smith looks like he's got it covered. Go on, Smithy boy. Make the play. There it is. All right. We end the 8th. Sorry, we end the 7th. 2-1 down. Frawley to lead us off at the top of the 8th. What can he do? He strikes out. It doesn't look like he knows what he's doing. All right. We've got a new pitcher now up in for Galvis. This pitcher, ERA of 3.2. Good stuff. Movement and control isn't fantastic. So if he misses, we might have a chance. Come on, Freddie. Galvis. Has he got it through? No, he hasn't. And we're 2 out again. We have 4 outs left. Malik Smith, 0 and 2. We know he loves a strikeout when it's going, and there it is. We still have not got a hit this game. It's so frustrating when you're not hitting, isn't it? Taylor to continue. Can he keep us in the game? Starts things off with a strikeout. Nice one. Up against Pham. The only hit he's got is that leadoff double, which of course led to a run in the first innings. And oh, how annoying that looks now, doesn't it? That's been popped into foul territory. And do we make the catch? Murphy pulls it in. Decent catch in the dugout there. 2 away. Come on, Taylor. End it here for us, mate. He does. All right. We've put in a really good pitching performance. The bats just have not shown up. This is it. This is our last chance. Come on, Richard Uriner. What can you do for us, mate? He's had a bad day at the plate so far. Can he improve on that? He's hit that well. Is it going to get down? No, he's hit it too well or not well enough, depending on how you look at things. JP Crawford with 1 away. I'd settle for just a base hit at this point. Come on. He has got that. No, he hasn't got it through. And that is 2 away. And it all comes down to Daniel Murphy at the plate. Are we going to go through a game without a hit? I think we are, you know. It's 1-2. Murphy strikes out. We've lost a tight game. What a frustrating game that was. So there we go. We drop a little bit further back. We're out of the wild card game right now. We're only a game back though, so there's nothing too much to worry about. But a really, really frustrating one there against the Tampa Bay Rays. When you're not hitting, there's nothing worse, is there? But there we go. A quick update of the All-Star voting for you. We've got a few people in contention. Daniel Murphy is second in the voting now at first base. Who else have we got here? We should have, where's left field? We should have, Brian Reynolds is second in the voting at left field. And if we go down to pitching, we don't have any starters, but we do have Brad Hand, top of the relievers, and Curtis Taylor in there as well. 2 pitchers. Who would have thought that first season at the Mariners? But there we go. That is how things stand. And yeah, a little bit of a frustrating game. Sorry about that, guys. I think what we'll do, the All-Star game is sort of the next major event on the calendar. So what we'll do is we'll come back for Game 1 against the Houston Astros here. Hopefully, we'll get a few wins in between here. Now, the Cleveland Indians are the best team in baseball at the moment. So it'd be nice to see if we could get some wins there. We'll come back, we'll cover the All-Star game, and then we'll do Game 1 of a series against the Houston Astros, who are between us and them right now. We're first and second in the division, so it's a massive, massive series. It'd be good to get off on the right foot for that one. Let me know what you think of the international amateurs. Who should we go after in that? But until Friday, guys, I've been Aussie Villain. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, of course, as well. Take care.